SGD Omega versus SUNSPARKS.
None of the heroes so far.
Yeah.
No, Selena. Wow. 67 bands. Crazy.
Okay.
I feel like the Selena's just like, she doesn't care. The last time she appeared, she won already. I think that's Coda.
Yeah.
That's already the Coda for the week. That's fine. That's fine for her. But I'm actually super surprised that the Cho got into the ban list, because you saw that 51 picks, free bans. Like, who bans Cho anymore? Goes to show the respect that SGD has for SUNSPARKS' Cho.
Yes, for Kilowatt, if I'm not mistaken. And that is a pretty good call for SGD, because the thing is, you are on an upward battle, and you don't want any key player of SUNSPARKS to, really pin you down, especially in times like these. Okay, sure, both are in a position wherein they'll be in the upper brackets, but like what we said, this is a matter of position. This is a matter of, really asserting your dominance. And SGD really showing that off with that first pick as the arena.
Yep. The Toshino favorite right there.
Yeah. You know what really makes my heart melt is you guys are on the point with the picks and bans right now. Everything you guys predicted, I think, is right here. We're very close to a complete pound for pound pick and ban guess from you guys. So kudos to Say and Sorley for that one.
That's why we're here.
Esmeralda, though, something we didn't notice. Esmeralda is something that flew under our radar. Highly used here by SUNSPARKS.
Yeah, I think this would be on the hands of either KLVJ or Rafleisha. Really depends, but going back right here, SGD Omega, I think, might be opting for another Vortex support right here. And ooh, a ling-a-ding-dong. Pretty interesting.
Your team.
I like.
Angela's still available as well, and SGD will definitely run it if SUNSPARKS don't ban it out or take it for themselves. But I doubt SUNSPARKS will take it.
You know what? I think so. There's so much room for SUNSPARKS to deal with it. How confident are SUNSPARKS against playing against that? Can they take him out? They do have the Esmeralda. You have to take note of that. The shields, will that really mean that much with the Esmeralda in play? Will they ban it out? Is it even worth it? Esmeralda absorbs shields like a boss. It is gonna do so well against Uranus, do so well against Haze, even to a certain extent against the Atlas. So, do you ban it out, or do you just, like, give it up and give the Esmeralda everything?
Respecting it.
The respect.
Okay. Answered right away.
I think Kaja should be in contention here for SGD. It's a deny pick as well for them. If they don't pick it, they ban it, because it's gonna be a good fit for the SUNSPARKS lineup.
Yeah, I agree, because it kind of complements with the carry pick right here, if ever so that SUNSPARKS will be getting the hands of the Kaja. So, looks like they will be respecting the Kufra instead. So it means in terms of confidence, they are a bit more confident when facing a Kaja rather than a Kufra, because I get the logic behind denying this Kufra pick, or respect banning this Kufra, because it's really dangerous, especially when paired up with an Esmeralda. You just Falling Star Moon plus Siren's Revenge, and then you're good to go. Carry here for the complete cleanup. That's a good call for SGD Omega.
Yeah, you do not disrespect the championship Kufra. That is rule number 1. Fighting against SUNSPARKS. Of course, Natalia, I'm a bit 50-50 on it if Greed will pick it up. I'm still 50-50 because it does. There's so many tanky targets here for SGD, and someone who might not even get hit by Natalia altogether, which is the Ling. I would second guess that all throughout, but it is still possible. Don't forget, I feel like that's still a good option here, considering the amount of map control Natalia gives for you. Here comes a new challenger, right there for the MPL.
SUNSPARKS.
Freya, Natalia, hey! Hey, looks like SGD would want to use the 5-1-5 party heroes. Oh!
Rock. Okay, so I think we celebrated a little bit too much, but that's fine. I think it's cause for celebration every time a new hero gets picked up here for the MPL. But again, seeing this very again, good call on not picking up the Natalia there. Excellent call there. Freya here though, I would want to get your thoughts, but predictions.
Raptor, real quickly, do you know anything about this Freya revamped hero, and how do you feel like it? Because for me personally, I kind of like it.
I'm kind of okay with it too. We have seen the pro teams use the Freya to success other tournaments outside of the MPL. However, in this specific matchup, it's a big toss-up for me, and really foresee it's either a big 50-50, and that's because they're going to be up against an Esmeralda. A lot of Freya skills, well, specifically two, I believe it's Spirit Ward, the second skill, and Valkyrie Descent, the ultimate, generate shields that Esmeralda can just eat up. And speaking of our girl, not a good start there for Freya. SGD Omega really have to watch out for Kel VJ's Esmeralda, because that is, other than the carry of course, if the Esmeralda can pop off, then Toshi's gonna have a really hard time on that Freya, and already they get a kill there, a death there on their Freya.
Man, this is like that move. I would say I'll call probably the Hansel and Gretel maneuver from SUNSPARKS. I don't know if my Fable knowledge is right, but what they did was Reflection just leaving the crumbs, and Freya actually Toshi stepped into the trap. It was laid down by Reflection, and Killuwash was there with the high and dry. Even the best emblem to have in that situation. Now they want to go for Toshi, and again, man, this movements from SUNSPARKS. I mean, it's just so good.
Yeah, and they're really that Freya here, and just recalling the previous tournaments I watched, yeah, it was also Eddie that would run Freya, if I'm not mistaken. So at least they understand that, yeah, okay, we have the Esmeralda who can theoretically counter up that Freya. We still can't allow that Freya any breathing room, so they're just applying pressure with Speaking of VJ getting pressured here right now by SGD, and that's going to be a good trade here. But not really, because they were... Oh, no, they were able to... Yeah, SUNSPARKS at least though, were able to get the turret in the bottom lane. So right now, yeah, you pointed it out, it's the movements of SUNSPARKS, and not again Toshi! My goodness! Oh, really not giving this Freya and the rest of SGD any breathing room. Reflection able to see out Haze there, forcing it out, and the movement right now, SUNSPARKS has just been unstoppable with how they're covering the map, the resources, the lanes, everything. SGD Omega just trying to find the breathing room they need.
Well, I will talk about this in a bit. I think that this dash is already done. Alright, so I want to just say that SUNSPARKS, that was a masterful move. Okay? Went down to get a kill onto the bottom. It didn't matter if it wouldn't matter, I mean, if they get the kill or not. They got it even. But the fact is, they were able to snatch the red buff. Reflection moving, I mean, having the movements on the first levels. I mean, if you recall, Reflection was able to scout out someone that's taking the red buff for SGD Omega. And because of that, they know exactly when this red buff will spawn once again. And they were able to pressure SGD Omega, even Reflection committing his ultimate, his wild charge, not to get kills, but to actually stop SGD Omega from moving to that point. And I think that's very important. Now, Reflection with the drop block into the wild charge, and they get the kill on the Atlas. They want to go for more. JP is hurting the members of SGD Omega at this point. I mean, 2-0-1 on JP's carry. It's just 4 minutes in, but SGD Omega is still in a world of hurt.
And it's crazy, Reflesher is using the Grok right now. If you just saw that, he immediately chased out Hayes. Once that feathered airstrike was done, or when it was about to finish, Reflesher showed up, charging up that power of nature, and then Hayes was just like, nope, I'm out of here. No, I'm out. So that's the stuff that you want to see from your tanks, being able to box out carries or technically the supports here on the side of SGD. And still, we're seeing not giving them any breathing room with how they're rotating and how aggressive they're playing against this lineup that SGD Omega brought to the table. That allows your team to buy time from hopefully by the time that SGD Omega is ready to engage because their Farsa has been leveled up, then you're well ahead in terms of the resources, and looks like that's probably where we're headed in this game with SUNSPARKS. Just pressure, yeah, feather airs, but still Hayes here hasn't had enough room to breathe. So does Toshi, and even the just really trying to farm, but it's still a really big catch-up game because of just how well SUNSPARKS has been applying the pressure throughout the map.
And you can see, you know what, if they're applying pressure in the map, like it's the most pressure towards the red buff, but before that, he's gonna be pummeled by SUNSPARKS as they want to go and steal this blue buff. There's gonna be the Kaja punished by SGD Omega, but another kill happening in here as they take out Hayes. So that's a 1-for-1, but JP says, okay, we don't actually look for kills. We are looking for this buff, this serpent buff. We want to take it for ourselves. Kilush jumping, just some shielding in there to not be damaged by the buff. And again, SUNSPARKS, these people, they're goal-oriented, man. They're like the leaders of a corporation. They don't care about kills. What they have in mind is to get the buffs. They are getting red and blues all together. And SGD Omega, they're famine in terms of the red buffs. And I'm telling you, you don't want to be a Ling without a buff. Lings without buffs, they're like minions who can jump through walls.
And just the absolute respect as part of the lineup they're up against. They knew they had to be aggressive. They knew they had to starve them of the resources of the buffs, and that's just what they've been doing. We are just about to hit the 7-minute mark in this match, and SUNSPARKS haven't given up just yet. SGD still cannot at all find the momentum they need to find because of the pressure that they've been feeling all around the map. And what's scary is, even at this point, JP, the carry for SUNSPARKS, is already level 11, 2-0 and 1. Reflection, he gets tossed back. He's in a bad spot here. If they can get a kill, that might be really good. SGD Omega using the feather airstrike for the zone. JP still gets the kill, able to take out the Freya, and now SUNSPARKS are turning this fight around. KLVJ, JP, and Greed forcing SGD Omega back at this match. That's a really good pickup, but still, Reflection was able to. Reflection was taken out there, but man, Toshi, still not being able to find any room that he needs. SGD Omega, yeah, they're at this point where the can do is really just turtle, and hopefully the Link can find Ono of the base. Although, however, that's going to be another good kill there by SUNSPARKS. They take out Kenji this time with the Divine Judgment coming in from Greeds.
I am lost for words. SUNSPARKS, these are beasts. They came out to play, Reptar. They're ballers now. And now another again. The buffs being stolen. No buffs for you, SGD Omega. SUNSPARKS, this is their map. This is just wonderful to see. I mean, Raflesia able to survive that even after being tossed. This is because of the sprint. This is usually you want to go for flicker or like something like purify or other defensive spells, but Raflesia shows us a little bit of a throwback with a sprint on Grok and was able to run away from the members of SGD Omega, tanking through it all. But also, this is the fact that Raflesia and the rest of the gang survived that dive was because of the fact that SGD Omega, they're so underfarmed. I mean, if you give them a little bit of farming that happens, that outcome would be totally different. As Haji Z, masterful move actually to get away to safety. Guardian's barrier, okay, Raflesia, just to stop the recall. It's a little bit annoying. And again, buffs don't belong to SGD Omega anymore.
and the SGD Omega team that went 2-0 against Bren like last week.
Yeah.
This is a big statement here by SUNSPARKS, but I gotta agree with Swarley that this might be the first game, only 3-game series for throughout the day because it's SGD Omega. They are, without sugarcoating it, despite their placement of the table, one of the favorites to possibly make it to the finals, maybe even win the championship at the end of the season. But we're seeing SUNSPARKS is just proving their case that, hey, we can probably go back-to-back. You know the intro that said we've never seen a two-time champ? That might be SUNSPARKS, and this is a hell of a statement they're showing. If I'm SGD Omega, I'm going to either consider banning out the Grok in the, or keeping it up for grabs, because the Grok being placed here for SUNSPARKS really empowered their strategy of roaming and going around this, because that's what Grok can provide for your team. That is his early look at game with some really fairly overly decent damage from that power of nature, and at this point Reflex just going 3-on-1 and he doesn't mind.
Yeah.
It's fine for him.
This is like the prime Grok usage. By the way, in that middle part of the map, you can see he's near a turret that's already taken down, right? It still counts as a turret, but what a nice lineup for Raflesia using the ultimate. But there is the Atlas with a very legs. This could be deadly. They take out one, but can they get more? They will be able to take out Raflesia in his first life, but he will respawn back as KLVJ annihilates members of SGD Omega. 2-for-1 trade-off and another Divine Judgment. Uranus not even tacky at all. KLVJ with that dogs. Falling Star Moon, and JC can even retreat to his own fountain because he will be taken up by KLVJ for sure. This is SUNSPARKS' game, and they will take it.
Wow, the percussionist, tambourine player of the 515 band, Esmeralda, just playing a tune right. GD Omega cannot catch up with KLVJ without to worry about that. And now because of this considerable lead, yes, as GD Omega really worried SUNSPARKS might be able to finish this mega kill there for the carry already. SUNSPARKS monster kill there. Freya gets taken out. SGD Omega might be